Welcome back to the White Time channel. Today, Little Simz, No Thank You, No Wheel. Again, we're
No
still
will.
doing new releases, and then we have a list week next week. So
Correct.
we'll return next year. But Little Simz back after a year, which is kind of surprising, especially after how huge her self-titled "Sometimes I Might Be Introvert." That was 19 songs last year, hour and five, and then she just clapped back right away this year with 10 more songs. So,
Yeah.
super excited for this one. I'm guessing this is like, from what I've heard, kind of like not leftovers, but kind of ones that didn't really fit into the last record, but she still wanted to put out.
Okay.
But I think we're gonna get quality either way because it is Lil Sims. She's kind of like having her moment right now. I know she's been kind of doing this for a while, but I think her record last year really kind of propelled her. And now she's kind of it right
Yes.
now.
Yeah. I love that last record. It's great. That was my introduction to her.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't listened to any of her other stuff, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think it'll be as grand as the other one. Maybe it will. I don't know.
I'm not as intimidated by the how many tracks there are on this one,
Yeah,
so
true, true.
that's nice. But we
Yeah,
can
but
get.
we just did SZA last week, so I feel like this is gonna be easy.
You'd think we'll get
That's all I have to say.
started.
I think.
Okay, we'll get started then with track one, Angel.
Angle.
Angle.
Never cared about being immortalized. How can I stand with the ops and not with the tribe? They say you were dreaming and want you to glorify. Got a rude awakening by ignoring up all the signs. Why did I give you the keys to authorize shit on my behalf? Now I'm scarred and mortified. What did I expect from those living a corporate life? Unfortunately, honesty isn't normalized. How you go against the same system you were colonized by? Brother, your whole thing compromised. Having these conversations with self and nobody else. Thinking they don't understand my thinking when I socialize. I need an angel with me for armor. I need accountability partner. I know that all these blessings are karma. I need a fire lit by the seaside. Purest manuka up in my beehive. Give me a second and let the beat ride. So please don't take my kindness for a weakness. Cause I got angels.
I don't know if I caught that in time, but that was Angel.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I expect nothing less. I actually wanted this from her. I wanted her to just like go off like super long verses. The beats kind of minimal and then kind of evolves into like a more orchestral section that worked really, really well. Cleo Sol did a really good job on the chorus as well. But yeah, this is what I want from Sims right now. Is like she just released like a career-defining album, and then just this one a year later. I need to know what's up. There was her tour cancellation in the U.S. I think earlier this year because she wasn't getting it. She was going to lose a lot more money than gain out of it, and it just wasn't sustainable. So it makes sense that the opening of this is going to be like music industry politics and her need to kind of like talk on it and be like, hey, I can't freely do my artistic vision when I'm trapped like this. And there's like no mental health procedures or anything for music labels. It's all profit, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, fantastic opening track.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. It's gonna take a lot to beat Introvert for me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's just one of the greatest.
Doesn't
openings.
stand to it, but this is still good.
Yeah. No, I thought it was all right. I think it is just gonna be hard because I'm gonna be unable to stop comparing this to the last one.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the nature of it. But I enjoyed it. I think it maybe went on a little too long, but just because the beat was just so minimal, and I'm used to that like lush,
Mm-hmm.
big orchestral sections like in the beginning of her last one. But maybe I'll get used to it. But
Yeah, I
it's just,
feel like it's a lot of like I went in not relating it to that one at all because I know it's not going to be anywhere close.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be difficult to detach.
Yeah. Maybe I did an accident because I literally just listened to it
Oh yeah, that
like
might have
an
been
hour ago.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't have done that. But
Uh-oh.
it's fine. We'll do track 2, Gorilla. I love gorillas. See, this is what I.
Simmer, who got the keys to my blood clot bimmer? Big time driller, monkey to gorilla. Who is this woman that I'm seeing in the mirror? Drink 42 and smoke cigar. Name one time where I didn't deliver. Silent figure, I was just on the ends dropping gems with my friends. I got a 3310 and a pack of blems. Then got the gold full black, circle back again. Rapping when nothing progressive was happening. Ooh, pain tolerance couldn't break us. Pay homage if you respect how we came up. Cool. Hating this bitch, you know. Yeah, man. Woo! Say he never called another woman me and more. So I open up the way and now he adore. Did it on a wave, I don't play, get you seasick. Charged up, fully barred up, I'm unleashed in.
Gorilla.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted orchestral stuff, and there it was. Inflow is so good about like perfectly tuning these tracks to what like Sims needs. I like how it is such a rap focused like track, but it is like the strings build in and like the second chorus or the second verse. The chorus just like is an explosion of the orchestral bits. It's minimal, but it knows like exactly when to bring strings in.
Yes.
Rhyme scheme on this track is nuts. A little bit of a doom kind of inspiration. It's a little off kilter. It's a little fun. There's like internal rhyme schemes going on that are really fun. She rhymed scissor with ancestors, which is kind of crazy. Not what I would have thought. But yeah, great track.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that one. That one was giving me low end theory vibes. At least for the verses.
The actual stand up bass.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like just the bass and the drums, and that's all you really need. And then you know when to do those huge explosions. Gotta love that. Yeah. Now I'm in. That one I was like, okay, great. That's why I was worried the first one's like, okay, is this just gonna be B-sides where it's just kind of minimal production and then some leftover verses that she had on Introvert. But Gorilla was fantastic. I love that. So I'm in 100% now. We can move on. Track 3, Silhouette.
Step into the shadow if you're trying to hide your silhouette. When they stab you in the back, trust me, they ain't finished yet. Had them on their toes, got them doing pirouette. All this fake love got me feeling I'm the realest here. You know what the deal is here. She can do this without me, yeah, that's their biggest fear. You didn't know, niggas wanna take credit for something they never owned. Talking on my name like the devil is in your tongue. Don't you know I'm God's child, got here on my own. Turn wine into water and get blood out of a stone. You give me an inch and want it back, man, I've been through this. All problems deep rooted, lost love and they need Cupid. No time for your words, please don't smart talk if you been stupid. Oh damn, she ruthless, been proven. Beethoven, no keys, deep music. When the drums beat to me, I just breathe through it. Cool with a little flair, how does she do it? I don't try too hard, there's an ease to it. The price goes up when you add meat to it.
Hold your breath. I'm protected by the light. Realize you can't crush my soul.
Yeah, used to have a bond and now I see you as no friend of mine. Couldn't see it at the time, God was showing many signs.
He did a James Bond riff, and she said she made a Bond reference. Alrighty.
Silhouette.
Very good. Very
Yeah.
good. This definitely felt like a introvert record that didn't make the cut, which is not a bad thing because I think it still sounds fantastic. Production on this track is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it's so organic, but you can tell like it is a hip hop production. But the drums sound so crisp on this thing. The orchestral bits are fantastic. I love the James Bond interpolation, and then like plays that into her verse, and then it goes out when it's done. That was just crazy. Like she's just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Again, just like I think the outro went on a little bit too long. I would have liked another verse in there given the track length. But still pretty fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's my favorite one so far. I really, really loved that. Although I would agree that the outro went on maybe just a little too long.
Got like 30 seconds off of it. I think
Yeah.
you're good.
I don't think you need like the backing vocals again. But yeah, really, really enjoyed that. That felt like an introvert thing, which is not a bad thing in any sense of the word. Yeah, big fan. Next song is called No Merci,
No merci.
which I mean no thank you, which is the name of the record.
No thank you.
So this is why you come to this channel.
It's true. Deep analysis.
Who you know getting busy with the force like haha laugh cause we good, that's a cool now matata. Bet you wanna see a black woman get active whenever they chat shit. I just say nada, free from the BS I was carrying the weight, being stuck up in the matrix. It's a rat race, giving them my truth and they gave us blackface. Why you wanna make a mockery of my pain? Way too long we've been carrying the shame. If we knew we had magic, would we put needles in our veins? That's that setting us a lie shit. Keep us low, then we get high quick. And it done change. I was down and out, had my bank account untamed. Trusting other people, billing every call made. Everybody here getting money off my name. No mercy.
Classic fade out.
You need a fade out.
Yeah. All right, that was No Mercy.
No merci. Very good. Again, subject matter is record label politics. I can listen to her talk about this all day,
Yeah.
honestly. Very good, very concise. The rhyme pattern on this was incredibly tight. The flow was fantastic on this track. She was so honed into it. It was kind of crazy. I could like see the blocks like on the Genius page in my head of like how she's getting these flows together. It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Info production, fantastic. I love the switch up into the outro, that more like almost G-funk, like wavy kind of style. Didn't mind the extended outro on this one because of that. I felt like the beat was super wavy and easy to kind of just chill a little bit after
Yeah.
3 heavy verses again.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's very, very good too. I loved even just the wordplay in the title. Just fantastic. Just mercy as in mercy in English, but also in French. It's no thank you. Kind of goes into the whole politics of it, which I thought was very, very neat and cool. The song itself was also very good. I'm a very big fan of that. I feel like I am not giving very good input today, but you know,
It's hard to dissect these things on first listen because she has such dense verses that it's hard to like pick up on a whole lot.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
But you know, it's good. I'm really liking it so far. So that's what's important.
true, real.
Yeah. All right. Next track is just called Eggs.
Got the whole drum line for this track.
She went to a local marching band
Yeah.
in high school.
The mercenary don't fight the war for free. They fight the war for a currency, not unity, not peace. Bookkeepers with information that covers all of these details. Fake news won't prevail with feet holding the keys. Land of the free, enslaved by the false pretense. They attack and we play defense. How do I make you see sense? Have all of your thoughts deep and test your beliefs. If the law ain't for us, who's policing the police? Who's increasing all their fees? Listening to their speeches. How many times did we march with no shoes on, no J's or Louboutin? Been beaten on, we've been chewed on, but it happened years ago, so we should just move on.
One day you'll love my pain. One day you'll love my pain. I need you, Lord. 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 I need you, Lord.
Well, that's fading out. That was X.
That's the best song.
I agree.
Yeah. Drums, insane. This track is like by far like the easiest track to follow in terms of like the messaging in it. I feel like Kendrick tries to do this in his music, and he does. It's just very stuck in a narrative. She's saying it very straight here. I love just like every single verse on here. There's so many quotables. The track opens with the mercenary don't fight the war for free. They fight the war for a currency, not unity. When you start it like that, all right, I'm in. First verse, absolutely flawless. And getting to like the third verse, it's like she says, "Real recognize real, then you become weaponized. Please step aside if you're not fighting the war with us." So it's like once these like artists get signed, and they were talking about like standing up to like for race equality and all these different things, and then they still get monetized for that. They're still getting brought up capital wise, and then they're getting exploited for that. Recognizing that and standing up against it, but it's a very like fine line to toe, because she is getting paid for these words, but at the same time she's being exploited for her labor on that.
Yeah.
But this whole track is just straight facts. Like, this is crazy good. Yeah, rhyme scheme again is fantastic, but every single line from this track, there's tons of quotables in here. This is fantastic.
Yes. Yeah. Big fan of this one. I love the incorporation of gospel, especially when it's talking
Like
about
some
like
'05 Kanye stuff.
yeah. And I mean, I don't know exactly the history of black music in the old UK, but especially if you're talking about like race stuff, invoking historically black music like gospel and like blues and jazz and stuff, very effective way to do that. Yeah, big fan. This one was, like as you said, the most accessible, which means I could get it because I'm a dummy. But
I've been reading into like Billy Wood's like deep attack on neocolonialism and African like roots, and then Little Simz is just like, here it is, straight. You don't need to like do intrinsic reading on it. But yeah, I mean, fantastic.
Yes.
Absolutely fantastic.
yes, well, we'll see how it goes. I'm in now 200% because that song was fantastic. Track 6 is Heart on Fire.
Look, honesty between the seller and the buyer should be a given, but man, I didn't know you were a liar. Dropped out of college, still I made it through the wire. We was trying to hustle whatever it's 10 just for a fiver. Don't sell yourself short.
That means
miss,
5.
safe driver. Was
What?
on my way to getting caught in a crossfire. I mean,
We're never
lavish,
gonna
living,
live that
dripping,
down.
designer, who you wearing? They so in charge. Hearts on fire, hearts on grandeur. Ballroom gowns, a champagne pours. Is the after party a social party with everybody talking? The music should have been paused. Marble floors and tall glass doors is what you're in for. Did you read the clause? It was never about looking for results. Now every time you do something, you need an applause. Please keep your head on when you're going through the maze, cause navigating the fame is something you're never trained for. Tell me what you came for. Wanted better days, and now you're running away from that very thing you prayed for. Tell me, am I tripping or is the light blinding? Am I anxious or am I excited?
Heart on fire.
She don't miss.
No.
She don't miss. I feel like this is kind of an extension of the last track because I've zoomed in specifically on her situation. But I mean, the anti-capitalist sentiment on the last 2 tracks especially is just
Gotta love it.
so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. She's so concisely putting these ideas forward in a very, very easy to like follow through way, which is really, really great. Even just like the second verse opening of it's like, I'm gonna buy my house and mom and then I'm done, and then I'm gonna sort my cousin out and then I'm done, then I'm gonna buy the new car and then I'm done, and there's no limit. So she's just like describing like the way that you're constantly exploited for more and more and more. But yeah, really fantastic. This thing is really consistent so far. I am surprised about how good these tracks are still when I probably shouldn't be.
I know. I was a little bit weary going into that first track. But it's like since then it's just been
Top notch.
top notch. Yeah. This might be one of my favorite beats on the album so far. Big fan. Love those backing ooh-oohs. Always a big fan of the ooh-oohs.
True.
So yeah, that one was just great. And I'm usually a fan of the more straightforward stuff. I don't want to read a novel about the bars. But that's how I am with
you were
everything.
different.
Yeah. Like I hate the artsy shit. Just if you have something to say it. Don't waste my time. And she does not waste any time, which is just great. I love this. So I guess we'll strap in because we got the longest song, Broken.
There better be 6 verses on this thing.
Though I'm sure there's going to be.
What does it mean to be broken? The wound is painfully open. The beauty is in the finding the darkest parts of the ocean. Deep waters in motion. The tide was coming in heavy. I always knew I was chosen to handle whatever chose me. Picking all of my poisons, abandoning my emotions. Questions got me feeling like I should have never have spoken. Damn right, I'm spilling the narrative. They keep switching. All I wanted to do was uplift the women to save you. No friends to aid you. Can't even speak English, so there's no one to explain to. Only God to pray to. They denied you of your hope, but you found a way through. That's a breakthrough. 21, landed in London with hardly any funds. 27, trying to get back to being 21. Cause nothing's changed, still no money, but more things to pay for. So the blood pressure rises slowly by the day. Work 2 jobs just so rice is on the children's plate. Landlord tells you this is the last time you can be late. Health issues that you try to suppress, but all your health issues are derived from stress. You tried your best, gave an arm and a leg, only tears in a cold house is what you've been left with. Self-hate for the black skin you were blessed with. Hard to believe there's something greater you were destined for.
All right. That was Broken. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was,
Absolutely amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, this record is so good so far. Incredible. She's so good. She's reaching Kendrick levels of like putting these complex ideas into simple, easy to follow songs. This was like the quickest 7.5 minute track I've ever heard, I think.
Yeah.
She just flew through this thing. But basically talking about systematic oppression, whether it's the capitalist system of Britain and elsewhere, it's just Britain specifically in this one,
Yeah.
or colonialism and all of that wrapped into one little package here, or one big package, I suppose. It's 7.5 minutes.
Yeah.
But again, just she's spitting, talking about how like there's so much in here.
Yeah, I know.
I
This
can't
one's
even
gonna
like take
be-
an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this is a tough week. This week has been tough. Been saying that for a year. How do I disappear? Can I hide from my fears? Sometimes a feather can feel like a stone when you're so weak. You can feel it in your bones. Like this whole track is, oh my god, her schemes and everything are just so Loctite. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. This one was by far the most like impressive in terms of her lyrics, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah, man, and it just sounded so great too. Like I fully welcome that like 2 minute instrumental outro because like
Kind of needed it. Yeah.
yeah, it's great, and it's just this old. It felt like an old like 50s movie or something, which I guess is, if she's talking about systematic oppression and whatever, it's nice to have those callbacks. Father John Misty made a whole record about it.
True.
So I'd say it's very effective. Very, very good. It's hard to talk about this one, but it is very good. You just gotta hear it to believe it. If you
Gotta believe me.
yeah, you gotta trust me on this one. We might do a twofer here. We'll see how we feel about Sideways. It's only 2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
So we'll start with Sideways. If we're feeling a twofer, then the next one is Who Even Cares?
Yeah. Toxic people get removed from where I'm staying. Trust me, you can leave with that same energy you came with. I pen a psychedelic injected. They pop pills just to get to where my spirit naturally is. Pardon the kid. They say black don't crack. My complexion is iridescent. The student might be the one to school you on many lessons. You ain't seen the type of shit that I have.
Who even cares? They say anything. Not scared. Not scared.
Gotta cut that one off a little bit early. That was Who Even Cares and Sideways.
I like Two of Cares. That was a very different change of pace there. I kind of liked how melodic and kind of wavy and chill that was. Nice break from just like the overpowering, like orchestral, massive productions.
Yes.
Sideways felt like a cool little interlude to like what this track was. I feel like this was a nice little like transitionary point. I don't know if I think Sideways is probably like the weakest in the track list.
I would agree,
Just because
yeah.
it wasn't saying anything like too out there, or there wasn't anything that really stood out about it. It was kind of just like a nice little in between track. But I like the Who Even Cares track. I feel like that's a good experiment.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'm never a fan of the freaking soul sample into the beats. I don't know. I don't know why I don't like it. I just don't. Those are always my least favorite Kanye tracks. Whenever
my
he does
favorite
that.
Kanye track.
I know those are your favorites. I hate those. So I'm like, Sideways is okay. Who Even Cares was nice. A nice little chill thing. I love the kind of the funk, a little bit of melodic, a little bit. Yeah, I like that one. But it
I
wasn't
don't think
like
it stands up to the rest of the track list, but it's still good.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. It's it does what it needs to, but we can finish this ish out with Control.
Control.
Your love is all I want and all I need. It's true. I've been alone so long. So please don't let me go. Take control. I've been alone so long. So please don't let me go. Take control.
They said, see where I ride or I die. I had the best night of my life. We was walking around the city, looking at architectural designs, doing shrooms in a hotel room, turning off all of the lights. Give me all of you, all of it. Smoking on something that the airways getting clogged up, and I think it's love. If I give you soul, man, it's a deeper trust. My ties on the beach, feet kicked up, yeah. Don't listen to a word they say. I'm in your head like every day. Then our favorite song gets played, yeah.
When alone, take my hand and never let it go.
All right. That was Control and the album as a whole.
Bars.
Maybe I should start rapping.
Don't. That outro was fantastic. Oh my god.
That was great.
Yes, I love these kind of Sims tracks. I think I See You on Simbi is one of my favorites as well. She gets so intimate on these kind of tracks, especially with just like that super warm piano. And the piano was like interweaving her with her flow, which was like really fantastic. Kojo looks like is the person who's doing the kind of like singing part. Really fantastic. I love the way that like this is very recorded in just like a mic'd up room. There wasn't any like a lot of fancy work done with it, it seemed.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantastic. Just super intimate, super warm. I feel like this is a great way to end this album.
Yeah, I'd agree. Really, really solid closer. I love that intimate feel. The strip back a little bit, just the piano and the dude singing, and then her going. Gotta love it.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. It's like that Low End Theory song. You just need a bass and drums and her. That's it. Nothing fancy. Even though I do love the fancy stuff too.
Yes.
Yeah, this record is kind of great. First listen, I'm impressed. This is way more dynamic and kind of well-rounded. There was a lot of different styles in an Introvert, but there were also 19 tracks. So it was like, well, yeah, you kind
They
of
all
need
interwove with each other's too somehow. I don't know how she did that, honestly.
I don't know. But this one was just kind of, I don't want to say it was all over the place, but there was like, she was doing a whole lot of different things. Kind of like
Yeah,
that
there
new
was a lot
SZA
of
record.
like, exactly. There was
Yeah.
a lot of like callbacks to her last record, but there was also like some new stuff, like production wise.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like a hybrid kind of one because there was orchestral moments, but there was also like some cool like digital kind of sounds sneaking in, which are really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, she is definitely one of the best out in terms of rap right now. Storytelling and lyricism wise, she's up there for sure. So yeah. Favorite tracks are pretty much all of them, I would say. I don't know if I can pick favorites right now. I think that like one little stretch from like track 4 to 7 is probably my favorite if I gotta pick.
I think I'm going to do the same exact ones as my favorite, 4 through 7. X and Broken are just fantastic,
Yes.
which you'll never hear me say about the longest songs, but this time
I know.
it's true.
The two longest ones, almost.
Almost. Silhouette's good too, but X and Broken, man, Fantastic stuff.
True. Yeah, this is probably going to shake up my list. So
Oh, frick.
find out next week when we do our lists.
Oh,
We're going to have 2 list videos. So that should hold you over, hopefully.
yes,
I would
hopefully.
hope. We'll also be doing a podcast with our top movies, TV shows, and games for the year. So stay tuned for that as well.
you
If
go.
you just want to consume all our lists of all various types of media.
We watch and listen and game a lot collectively.
Collectively.
All right, well. It's no longer Hanukkah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Shalom. I guess I can still say.
You can still
Shalom,
say
but
Shalom.
Hanukkah is over.
Hanukkah's over.
Unfortunately. Kwanzaa's still going on.
Yeah,
Happy
there you go.
Kwanzaa.
Happy
I think that
Kwanzaa.
ends on the 1st.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Fantastic stuff.